this is something I would like to share with you, that for some people, when they have their early out-of-the-body experiences and they discover how beautiful these realms are and they return back to this physical existence, they can find it very upsetting, very disturbing. It can feel like almost the end of the world, because the levels of love, the levels of wonders that exist on these higher planes has to be experienced to be believed. And to come back to a planet where somebody might be irritable with you or snap at you, or maybe even threaten you with a knife, or shoot you, or run you over with a bulldozer because you're protesting against some motorway expansion or whatever it might happen to be, it can be so disturbing to even imagine such examples of cruelty possible, or that animals could be being tortured, or that children are being abused. Some people just find it too much, and understandable too. So my greatest admiration and respect actually is not for the people that do these wonderful journeys. It's the people who come back to their body day after day, no matter how they feel, no matter what's going on, and they interface with corporeal existence. They pay their bills, they get their job, they make sure things get done. When someone says, will you do and so, and they say yes, they do it. They're a person of their word. They're the people I have infinite, undying respect for, because this is the thing. The fully physical plane is really challenging, as all of us know, because all of us are experiencing that to us watching YouTube. So massive respect to every single one of you watching this, because you are the heroes and the heroines of this story, because you chose to have fully physical corporeal existence. So let's continue. I'm going to put this map up yet again, so you can see all these different realms that I've been talking about. You can see the physical realm, the first non-physical realm, the astral realms, and there goes the memory, the higher planes of consciousness, the soul plane, and then you'll notice that beyond the soul plane there's another level altogether, and it's called the wider reality stroke all that is. And the wind isn't going to play with me now, so I'm going to have to put it down, and I'll just carry on talking you through it. So what I'd like you to understand is that everything I've been talking about so far is part of this construct which has been created very, very specially for us. Now, if I had a perfect memory, I would recite verbatim a few paragraphs from a book, but I don't have that ability, so I'm going to the best of my ability, summarize what it was that was said. Imagine you have billions of beings, and these beings are all gods in the making. They all have the capacity to be gods and to create entire universes. However, they've got a lot of learning to do, and they don't realize that with one thought they could actually annihilate an entire universe. That was something that is worth repeating. Imagine you've got billions of these beings, and with one thought they could annihilate an entire universe. Would you let them loose on the universe? I don't think you would you? No, what you'd do is you'd create a very special construct, and you'd have them go there like schoolroom lessons, and the lessons would start when they wake up, and the lesson for the day would end when they fall asleep. And on that fully physical plane they would experience all the free choice, and they would have the ability to make mistakes, to be selfish, to be willful, to be arrogant, to be stubborn, to be stupid, to be cruel, to be vicious, because they've got free choice. And this very specially constructed place called the Earth Life System, I call Babylon's, so I call Jerusalem schoolroom, this special place, is designed so that they cannot annihilate universes at the blink of an eye or the whisper of a thought. No, what happens is they can have a negative thought and there's a big delay, nothing happens. But if they have the same negative thought every day for 35 years, they end up with cancer, because if they've been telling themselves, I'm going to get cancer, 35 years later, whoops, they get cancer. So can you see how we're protected? We are incredibly protected in this realm. This realm is designed for our protection and for our education and our edification. So our purpose, our high self's purpose, is to take on the physical suit of clothes, your body, and have free choice, and learn the consequences of selfishness, learn the consequences of cruelty, learn the consequences of willfulness, learn the consequences of helpfulness, learn the consequences of opening your heart to love. Yes, that's right, that's what we're here for. So this is the purpose of it all. This is why it is protected. So if the wind's going to give me a break, what I've got is I've got this purple line towards the bottom, and it's shaped like that. Now that's called the ring pass knot in my language, and the ring pass knot is a very special device which basically makes this space safe. And it says that incredibly evolved beings from other dimensions, when they come here and they see what's going on, they think, well, there's billions of souls, they're all trapped in this matrix, and there's Illuminati and they're giving them a hard time, and there's secret societies giving them a hard time, and the governments aren't very nice to them, and people go around killing animals. Oh, let's put a stop to all that, we can't have that. And in they go with Wellington boots. No, sorry, they're not allowed to. They can't set one foot in here if that's their attitude. It was all set up deliberately to enable us to learn to become who we are, gods, goddesses in the making. We are all divine, we are all perfect. We all experience negative thoughts, and there are methods and techniques and technologies like Hawaiian Apopano to transform those negative thoughts. But that's a free choice, and if you never want to do that all your life, that's perfectly fine, because actually your higher self knows what is right for you. Your higher self is really the boss, if you want to use that terminology, and the higher self is in the matrix too, on the highest level, which is a soul plane. And here we are on the most physical level having this conversation. So I'm going to show you this on that once more, and right at the bottom I've got these arrows. I've got the blue arrow and the red arrow, and that's showing you souls entering and souls leaving. So the idea is this incredible construct was set up to enable souls to enter it, to spend however long is appropriate. Now, bearing in mind that time is an illusion and doesn't exist, it means I can't really tell you how long, can I, because I haven't got the language. But they can enter this, they can spend the time going through all their lessons, and then when the time's ready they can leave. So this gives me the orange bit. It says the wider reality and all that is. It is possible for human beings who go on any kind of journeying, whether it's shamanic journeying, dreaming or out of body, they can actually leave this entire matrix construct behind, and they can travel out into the wider reality, into all that is. That is possible. And ultimately, we have all come from there, and ultimately we all will return to there. What an amazing story. And thank you, Todd, for an incredibly powerful way to understand. And don't forget, it's only a map. That's all it is. It's not the territory. It's just a way to use three-dimensional, four-dimensional language and picture and symbolism to explain what is the greatest mystery of all time, which is life. So I celebrate life with all of you. Thank you very much.